good college basketball game, and we are very unfortunate to be on the losing side of that. That was that loss falls 100% on my shoulders, and I will get back to the drawing board. You're up by 14 with 10 minutes to go. As a coach, your job is to make sure that your team finishes that out the right way, and we did not. I thought that we showed some grit, like we've been doing early in the season, down four, end of regulation, down six in the overtime. We showed some physical and mental toughness. But at the end of the day, Mount St. Mary's came into Sitka Pavilion, and this will be the message, and they took the game and they won it. They won the game. We didn't give it to them. They earned their win, and they were very physical from the jump. And I thought that that wore us down at the end. Um, yeah, we have a great opportunity on Saturday, but it's certainly a disappointing result. Ultimately, the group I have in that locker room is disappointed as well. They're very upset by the outcome, and they put a lot into this, and they should be. So we will get back to the drawing board, but that loss was 100% on my shoulders. We took two transition threes that I thought were they weren't they were untimely. They were not at the right moment. We were in control offensively for the most part, moving the ball from one side of the floor to the other. Um, I thought that was a bit of a fatigued decision based off of 3 games on the road and going from Evansville to Kentucky. And you want to play with confidence, but that was a moment where we made a quick decision that allowed them to get back on offense pretty quickly. And at that moment, I felt like there was a little bit of crack, I would say, in the armor. And Mount St. Mary's did a great job of this term endurance. I mean, they just stayed strong despite the score. They kept playing hard. They kept challenging us on the perimeter, both on the offensive side of things, on the defensive side of things, and eventually it wore us down. And next thing you know, we're down one. Well, I'm still trying to figure out what's working. I know that ultimately, when we move the ball on offense and the ball touches multiple people on the floor, they catch, they move it. There's purpose. That's when we're at our best. When the ball gets what we say sticky, and people hold it, and the gym has a tendency when that happens to stand still. That's when we're at our worst, and we have to create offense from no body momentum whatsoever. And then defensively, I thought that our pick and roll defense was not impactful enough on the ball. They seemingly have, you know, they were comfortable. And when we allow our opponent to be comfortable, they take advantage of it. So those are two worlds that we have to get better at, and we will start tomorrow. It felt like that during the game. I felt like our defense in our transition, we were moving in mud. Felt like we were just slow to the ball, slow on both sides of the ball, slow to react. And, at the same time, we executed well enough in stretches that allowed us to get a lead. So there's no excuses for this loss, 100% no excuses. And it'll be something that we learn from, that's for sure. I mean, it certainly hurts us that Ian Moda is not on the floor. Ian Moda is a very physical, hard playing individual, regardless of score or situation. He's going to go 100%. He's going to attack the glass, driving the basketball, and he's going to attack the glass, defensive rebounding and offensive rebounding. So we certainly missed that athletic piece. Somebody that's been shooting the ball well, also. But again, there's no excuses. It's a next man up mentality in our locker room, and I thought that for the most part, throughout the course of the game, for 30 minutes, we had the right approach. And in the last 10 minutes, we didn't finish the job. And Mount St. Mary's took the last 10 minutes over and the overtimes, and they'll go home back to Emmitsburg with a win because of it. Every game brings about different situations. And then you go back and you assess the situations as a staff, and then you find the teaching moments within these situations. For us, the teaching that we will find from this will be finishing the game. So to your question, yes, but we had 2 strong showings on the road in the first week, and we stayed together despite being down at times, and we showed poise in those moments. It was now we're on the other side of the coin here, and we just needed to go one possession at a time. Typically, you have that mentality when you're losing. Well, the same goes for when you're winning. You have to go one possession at a time because you don't want these possessions to add up in the opponent's favor, and that's kind of what happened.